Yeah, it's showtime. I scared you, didn't I? What's up, historians? Welcome back to another episode, another season 5. I am Adam, the historian ghost hunter. Moi, I am your captain. I am your leader on this fucking journey. And we're in season 5, historically haunted vodcast. I still can't believe we're still going. People are still interested. Awesome. We are in episode 7, and we're floating right along here. So let me check this out, guys. We got an author co-host, an author guest. I'm kind of an author. I'm halfway through my first book. And this was sent to me by one of my clients from Moonlight Monster Media, author Dustin Grammer, who's also a film director, Steed's Ridge on Tubi.
Hey, this is Dustin Grammer with Moonlight Monster Media, author of Dirt Road Tales of Horror. And you are listening to Historically Haunted Vodcast with a V, with the main man, Adam Begin. Say the line, Adam. Get the baby!
Of course, thanks, Dustin. Of course, that's a reference to when Donnie used to sponsor the show because he hit the fucking kid in Pet Cemetery. And when the girl screamed, "Get that baby!" Stephen King, you ever heard of him, right? So, yeah. So, shout out to Dustin. He knows what I like. Musician, author, actor extraordinaire. Big supporter of the show. Thanks, Dustin Grammer, for checking in. Appreciate you being part of Historically Haunted Booking. Look at the stuff I got from Jen. Real quick before I bring Jen on, look at this goodies. I got stickers. If you guys know Traveling Folk, they've been sponsoring the show. I've been sharing stuff, all this stuff. Jen Folk, J.L. Folk, author. That's upside down. Even got me one of her classic books, the group Jenna. I can't wait to do it. She personally autographed. She used to go by Jen Amato until, she got married. People change names. Fucking get over it. So check it out. To Adam, thank you for always being in my corner. Jen Amato, a.k.a. J.L. Folk. So that's awesome. We also have a guest host tonight. Check. What's up, Paranormal Theory? He may be signing. He's going to be signing pretty soon with me. Check them out on YouTube. They're going to be signing right there with the booking agency. Thanks for checking in, guys. From New Jersey, where the drones are. Brrr. What's up, Dustin? I just played your clip. Thanks, man. Raf Munoz, co-host Diego of Let's Find Out podcast. Another one of my clients checking in. Thomas Patrick Gormley. Can't go anywhere without this fucking guy. I tell you, he's my stalker. I love it. Thanks for following me, man. Appreciate you. So my co-host, there's a little bit of a slag here. Sorry, it's Maine. You know what I mean? The squirrels are running in the treadmill, so the electricity is a little slow. But my co-host, special guest co-host, I don't have one much. This dude was on a couple weeks ago. He's going to be signing hopefully soon, too. What the fuck's going on here? People trust me. I love it. He is an author. He's been around for a while. His father's an author. They've done a book together. You guys know this guy. He was on a couple weeks ago. Mr. Author Derek Barton, what is going on, brother?
Hello, how's it going?
That is a winded introduction, like always. Good to see you, my friend. How are you?
Good, good. How's your weather out there?
Not too bad, actually, glorious stalker. Yeah, Thomas. It was actually 45 or 50 yesterday. Where I live by Mount Katahdin in Bangor, though, it's going to be like 5 degrees before Christmas.
Oh,
so it's getting cold. A little bit of snow. But how about you? Because you're in the Arizona, so you got nothing but sunshine, huh?
Yeah, we're expecting 80 degrees on Christmas.
Oh, you better package that and send it to me for a gift, you bet. So real quick about you, I actually got turned on to you from Jen. Jen's pushed a lot of authors my way, and I believe you were a guest on her show. Is that correct? Or she was a co-host?
Yeah, I was on the Book Asylum that she's a part of, yes.
The Book Asylum podcast show. Yes, she's a group page I invite you guys to do. So without further ado, she's out back smiling. Her ears are fucking ringing. We're going to bring her right on.
She was also, Jen and I met when she wanted to be a part of my magazine called With Malice.
Yes.
That's right. And she's going to do an article with that soon. What's up, pretty lady? What's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Look at you all suntan from Arizona. Must be nice.
I'm actually, this is I just scrubbed the shit out of my face. I scrubbed off the Wicked Witch so that I could be presentable for the show.
My pretty. I see your thing out back. It kind of matches the Traveling Folks logo, does it not?
It does, which it has nothing to do with it, but that's a very nice. I didn't even realize.
I thought it totally was. Oh, wow.
Totally is not. It's just a window.
Oh, no kidding. What the fuck are the odds of that? We got 10 people tuning in right off the bat. It's like you guys are famous or something. Killer Brandon, Paranormal, Virginia Paranormal. He's a big donator of the show. He helped me load up Annabelle at the Warren Convention. Tony Spera asked me and him last year. You're going to have some followers here. You're in the group. He's in the group. He knows Jen. So, all right, let me get the ADHD and reeled in real quick before I light a joint. You guys know each other, so I don't really need to introduce you, correct? As we were talking, Derek.
Absolutely, we do know Derek's been on the Book Asylum podcast. Jeez,
Right.
Louise, which is kind of like we're kind of fly by the seat of our pants, kind of a podcast like this one, and
Touche.
it's great. Those are the best ones.
Yeah.
Those are the best ones because
We're
it's
just
not
having
really, it's not
conversation.
exactly. You're having a conversation with friends. It has nothing to do with, oh, we've got to ask these questions and we only have this time. Because if it takes longer, it takes longer. It is what it is. I love podcasts like this.
Oh, I was gonna say you're pretty free spirited anyway. Oh, look at this. So Jen signs with me. Jen's probably one of my biggest advocates. I love Raph is too. Oh, Thomas, you guys all are proud to be signed with me, obviously. But Jen sends me this young lady here who I just signed, Angie Barton.
Hey, Angie, hi.
She's one of my newest clients as well. Appreciate you checking in. This is an author of mine that I know in Maine. Hey there, Mary. You got to sign with me. I'm telling you, you got to sign with me. She does fantasy books of dragons and shit. And
Mary,
it's an author show tonight.
My God, you got to get hip, girl. Get hip. He's the real deal.
I won't let me down. I got fucking 85 packets of goat milk to prove it.
That's true.
We're gonna do that in a minute. So for those that may be watching that have never really watched this, I want to get to you, Derek, of course, your co-host, but let's start real quick with Jen, ladies first. Jen, what got you started into all this candle making and just, I guess, writing? I mean, is it in the blood family?
No, I I was bullied into doing it, but then it was more of like a challenge for myself where I was like, okay, I did the first book. I got to finish the series. Can I do better? Each person, almost every person, because the group is a series. Okay. So it's the group Jana, Stacy, Aaron, and Jason. Jana is based off of a real life person. Stacy is based off of a real life person. However, Aaron is not. He was somebody I completely created. And Jason is based off of a person that I know. And those four kind of I had each person have different issues, personal issues that they were dealing with before the apocalypse happened. And it is a Zombie book. They have their own issues that they are dealing with. Jana is a former alcoholic. Stacy is I do my own thing and nobody tells me what to do and I can't trust anybody. But she's in a group now. She has to learn how. Aaron is just some punk kid who he was raised in the foster care system and he has no idea about family and he about to learn today. And then Jason is the prepper and Jason he doesn't have his shit together, but he has he's got a lot of knowledge and he knows how to handle situations, but it's kind of like they all need each other without realizing that they need each other. And it's more of a story about people and community versus the zombies. They're kind of in the background.
That was kind of what I liked a lot about The Walking Dead is when they had the more personal aspects, things you wouldn't think about with a zombie background story.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the zombies so much. It was more about the people and how they were dealing with their own lives and trying to organize their shit. So that's what I like about your series is that you take real life and you bring it to the apocalypse.
And we even have real life shitheads. Make no mistake. I will say all the bad guys are somebody that have pissed me off personally.
I've filled out several bosses in my stories as well.
You have to. It's therapy.
Well, that would have been one of my questions for both of you. Do you guys have real life inspirations? And apparently that's true. Oh, yeah. I guess everybody does, right? I mean, authors at least.
Absolutely.
Are you working on a fifth book in that series, or is
I am not? I wrapped up the fourth book just this month and sent it to the editor. The editor has started her process. I looked over it again. She's looking over it again. And then there was a couple of things that still we fixed, and it should be going to print here shortly.
Nice.
Let me know. So I'm your booking agent. Let me know.
Are you going to revisit it in the future, you think?
I left spots open for expansion from others because I would love to see more people who have always wanted to write. I want to see people start writing. This is my first series. I started it in 2022, and I just want, I don't know why I waited so long. I really don't.
And once you get your process, you fly.
You're golden.
I just released my 18th novel.
I saw that. Congratulations. That's massive.
Yeah, I've been working since 2016 on, so I'm really happy with the collection I've got.
You guys both got to admit, not to cut either of you off, but you both got to admit, I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like in our neck of the woods, at least, I feel like reading and just books in general kind of went slow as far from like 2000, 2015 or so. Now it's picking up. People, it's almost like cool to read again. You dig? Is that fair?
Yeah, I would agree. Because you're making the same 5 movies over and over and over again with different people. We've already seen these movies that they keep bringing out, except for Carry On, which was a very good movie, and I did get whammed.
Yeah,
I got whammed because of Carry On. But the movie, the Hollywood, great movie. Hollywood's making the same 5 movies over again, and I think people want, I think authors are able to come up with something completely different, because the same story, me and Derek could write the same story, but it's not going to be. There's going to be different avenues. Everybody's going to go off their own way.
Their own touch, their own little just.
I think the other thing I'm seeing as a surge in reading, so to speak, I'm seeing more of an audiobook, because I think everybody's so busy in their lives. You can just put it on your phone, listen to the book while you're doing whatever. I exercise, I drive to work. I have like 80 books now in my audio library, and the only thing.
And that's something I started doing too, is narrating. So I started narrating my very first book. Yes, by Alice B. Yes, Alice B. Sullivan. I am narrating her The Collide book. It's her very first book in her series. And I just started that. Hence the really cool mic. My dick mic is now put away.
My dick mic. I was wondering what that was. I couldn't tell if it was a lantern or a sticker. It's actually a microphone. Oh shit.
I had a pink microphone, and it didn't matter what I did with it. It looked like a penis.
Oh, that would have been great for the show. You fucking should have kept that for the show.
Oh, trust me, there were plenty of shows that it was the topic of conversation.
Oh my fucking God. Jen and her dick mic. That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. If you go check out our YouTube, you'll see actually something is up there with, Jen and her penis mic or something. Something's labeled with that on the Book Asylum YouTube.
I got a question for you. How do you find?
No, I've never deep throated it or anything like that. It's just not possible. I mean, that's not
where rated R here. This podcast is rated R, folks. Put the kids to bed.
There you go.
Yeah, probably.
How do you balance your writing life with everything else that you do? I know you're also in the security business, aren't you?
I am I'm a transportation officer, contracted with ICE, and I work about 50 to 60 hours a week. Thankfully,
when do you find time to write?
Thankfully, my job is not that serious. I'm literally a high-paid Uber driver, and I can write while I'm at work. So I knock out some words. I knock out like 3,000 words plus sometimes a day. It just depends on how busy we are. And then usually, I try.
Wow. Okay.
I'm no Angel Ramon, who literally knocks out 3,000 words a day.
I follow him. I'm like, I hope he wants to sign with me. I see him in the group.
I hope he signs with you too. I think you'll do well for him. But
he's really popular.
I also make soaps, like on my days off. When I'm home, I'll make soaps. I'm getting ready to do bath bombs as well and add that. But I also make these really awesome balms. There's one of that's my loofah soap. I put a loofah in there, and it's supposed to be
Well, I was
very.
gonna say, are they all molds? You got some sheep like tombstones, looks like, and roses, and fucking
Yes.
well, mermaid. I'm like, wow, Heather and me looking through it, just drooling over them.
Yeah.
Frankenstein one, that's going home with me. Yeah. Boy.
Yep. I have some molds that have some pretty cool, pretty awesome and creative designs on them. Like I have a double moon face, and I have cats, and I have crystal balls, and I have, I got lots of different things, but but it's nice doing the homemade stuff. I love doing the homemade stuff because you don't have my coffee beans. You don't have all the extra garbage that's in them. And I have
the ingredients: oatmeal,
yes,
and
all natural.
And, aloe.
There's literally like 6 ingredients in each one, and
shea butter, avocado oil, fucking essential oil, aloe vera, glycerin, and fucking. That's it. Like,
and I only put all of them. Some of those bases aren't even in that particular one. I put the base, the sticker, like if it has goat's milk on the side, if it says goat's milk, that is simply goat's milk base. Yep.
Dude, Jen, you guys, that real quick, I get this in my house. I live in East Bumfuck, and Jen sent me a care package with about 90 bars of soaps. I got fucking muscle relaxer. I got lip balm. I got you name it.
Yeah, those balms. Yeah, those balms are awesome. The Nix the Itch, that is like if you have eczema or a bug bite or anything like that, you can use it.
Central Maine.
and if anything that's itchy, if you get like a little rash or something, put it on there a couple of times. It's all natural. It's literally got like 6 things in it.
You guys, well, I guess it kind of goes back to Derek's question. How the fuck do you time between, like making love to your
I don't know, because I sleep 8 hours. I have no idea. I sleep 8 hours. I don't know.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah. I get 8 hours of sleep at night.
So, not 38, 24.
Yeah.
You're missing.
Yeah.
So I take it you're kind of like me, where there are some writers that have to have a writing ritual before they can actually get down to writing. They have to have everything perfect in their area. They have to have the lighting, the mementos.
As long as I have snacks, I'm fine.
I need to write.
Just feed me.
I know.
Look at me. I didn't get this lovely chunky face because I don't eat. Girl can eat. Girl likes food.
Jen's not shy about shit. That's why I like Jen. She's
not anything.
Father Ken Torres from the Warren Legacy. What's up, Father? How was it for California? Thanks for checking in. Sorry, guys, I'm getting lost. I get a lot of conversation.
Sorry,
we have people watching. Sorry.
Let's catch up.
My newest client, Strong Wolf Rodriguez, Ben. He was in an Eminem music video. He was in an actor in Harold Kumar. Superman versus Batman, dude. This guy.
I just found out him and I are from the same area because I lived about 2 hours south of where he lived.
It was in the group chat. Historically, the group chat today.
Yep.
Oh, Jen, you're one of your biggest fans.
My boy. Hi, George.
Hello, folks. No pun intended. It's FOU. There's a U in there. Come on, George. You know how to spell. Jean Tewksbury. Oh, you're all good. Jean is the Eastern Catch Puma researcher. She's a cryptozoologist.
Her and I recently became friends.
She's a member too. Alicia was just on my podcast. She's going to hopefully join soon. What's going on? Checking in. Cool. We got it to party. Jen, you want to play host? You got a question for me or Derek or both of us?
When are you getting your book done, Adam?
Oh, son of a bitch. Heather says,
hey, you open the floor.
I know. It's been a year. I didn't check it out. I didn't realize it's that hard. I thought I could write a book. Anybody can write a comic book. And I'm writing about my life. And I'm starting to remember things. And I'm going back and I've thrown fucking, I got to admit, dude, being an author, people say the first one's the hardest. Like, I guess like sex, once you get your cherry pop, it's good.
Yeah.
So I guess once I get this one out, I'll be good. But son of a
bitch. That's a misnomer. I'll just let you know right now. That's a misnomer. What do you mean? Once you pop the cherry, everything's smooth sailing. No. It's like getting your cherry popped all over again, every book.
Well, that's kind of hard.
It's painful. There's crying. There's blood, sweat, and tears.
George. Blood, sweat, and tears. You're regretting what you did today. Did I mean to write that? Should I have written that?
Lots of cigarettes. You better start rolling your own.
Yes. So I'm doing it. But of course, obviously, right when I did the book, I started the booking agency, which of course takes up a lot of my time sharing and promoting. And
that to me sounds like a lot of excuses.
Oh, son of a bitch. I was saying Jen can write a book and do whatever she does. No, you're right. I got to get there.
You have an outline that you're following?
He has half the book written.
Are you following an outline, or are you doing it by the seat of your pants?
Pen and paper. It's actually, you know what the funny part is? It's 100% real. It's kind of a bio of how I got this fucked up way. Between almost getting aborted to dying in a car accident to being homeless, you name it. It's running true life. Seeing my first spirit at 9. But I go back and go, I forgot this. And I smoke more weed and forget again. And then I go back.
Well, some people, what he's getting at is that some people work really well under an outline or kind of grouping different stages together. Like, years 0 through 15, and then, the next couple ones. And you get through everything in 0 to 15, and then you move on, or having some kind of an outline. Me, I'm a pantser. I just do whatever the voices in my head tell me.
Yeah, if I don't have an outline, my writing goes it meanders back and forth, and I don't.
Which might explain why I always feel like I suck. I don't do outlines.
We all have
the lingo. I don't know what the fucking outline means. What does that mean? Like a rough draft?
No, it's literally like in 4th grade when your teachers used to make you write outlines of
you plot out
papers.
Where you're going to go with the book.
It's plotting. You're plotting. It's like a It's like a horizontal timeline
of the book that you want to make sure you get through.
Obviously, you don't use it, which is okay.
No, I got questions I might have to ask both you guys outside of Facebook or outside.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what though. With my first book, until I started outlining, I was floundering. It really helped me get through the whole process, and now I live and die by outlines.
Yeah, it does help some people, and that might be what you need, Adam, is some structure.
That might be your key that
you're not wrong. I need you guys.
I sound like your fucking mom. I think you need some structure, Adam.
She's coming to you. She's coming to you. You want pork chops or not?
You gonna eat this fucking pig or not?
Fucking Jen. You're a fucking riot, dude.
Adam, you're gonna need a safety word here.
Safety word. Yes,
blink twice if you need help.
Jen's the dominant type. I'm definitely gonna need a ball gag and a safe word.
You're right. People's elbow.
By the way, Jen's husband's sketches are amazing. George says, "Shout out to Jen's husband." What's his name, Jen?
His name is Nick FOULK. Him and I kind of melded our businesses together, which is why we are the Traveling Folks. The Traveling Folks is him and I. I write and he does he does scratchboard art. And if you don't know what scratchboard art is, it's pretty much slate covered in India ink. And he has it's almost like a tattoo where he has a stencil and then he uses these special pens to scratch. He'll make his little marks. He has pen, then he takes the stencil away or whatever it is, and then he'll scratch it out and it turns into this amazing work of art that I'm just blown away by. He did
drawings. There were like a lot of movie characters like Freddy.
Predator,
that kind of thing.
Yep, he did actually for George because George asked him. He did Annabelle. So, and George absolutely loved it, and George's girl. Yeah, he's just that. George loves us all. He's like #1 fan everywhere.
This is on his it's on his arm tattooed. It's on his license plate. There we go. Goddamn Facebook. There we go. I want to show you here. Check this out. This guy can do The Godfather, and look at this Viking.
Yeah. Yep.
Look at The Godfather. Come on. What was that?
That's hubby's masterpieces.
Oh, was it? And there's your candles. Sigourney. Oh, not Sigourney.
Yeah. That is. Yep, from Alien 4.
I was thinking Ghostbusters. Look at that.
Oh, that one is recent. That one is an 8x10. And that one took a long time, but that Alien versus Predator, it took him a lot. And we got that from Sage Francis, which is one of Nick's favorite people on the, he's a musical artist.
Yeah,
so are we.
Go like this page. Don't let that fool you. 46 followers is bullshit. I invited my whole friends list. You guys go like this page. Support local independent artists. You'll find her books there. Her husband.
Yeah, I think
work.
that's definitely old because I'm pretty sure we've gotten a ton more people. I don't know.
People left and right. So get on there, like, share, promote, guys. Independent. Jen's not only, like I said, an author, but goddamn. Oh, look at that. Yes, love. Lilac, what's up? Checking in. Wonderful people. Love Alien vs Predator.
Yes, that was it was definitely yeah. Actually, we also he did a Valak one for him. He loved the Nun of Valak, and he went and took it and got it signed for me. He got one signed for me, and he got one signed for himself.
What's up, George?
Hi, Charles.
That is what's going on. People checking in. Good friends here. Oh, that's a good man right there doing that. Already there, George.
Yeah. Yeah, he's amazing.
So, you know me, I can't, I'm obsessed with the fucking Stephen King. Of course, living in Maine, going to the same high school, I do tours.
Yeah.
You got to tell me, both of you, Jen first, favorite book and or movie. Is there, do you have one like that's both, or is there one that's different?
I think mine are both. That Stephen King is The Stand.
Ooh, that was my classic go-to before, yeah.
I love the book and the movie.
That's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, I definitely think. And
it's a well-endowed book.
The older version is better than the new version of The Stand.
I only had the older version.
Huh?
I think I only had the older version. I don't know what the newer version is.
Oh, it's not very good.
No.
They did good casting, but the writing was not.
Oh, you're talking about the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't do remakes. I'm not a look, first of all, and I know you're gonna hate me for this, Adam, and I am so sorry. I do love you, but I don't really like Stephen King.
Stop it, Jen.
She's more of a Coons fan.
I love Chris Coons. Chris Coons is good, but Heather's almost through it. That's a big fucking book.
That was a huge book.
You respect, at least you got to admit
I do. If he can write his ass off when he's drunk as shit.
What about cocaine? Heather reads Tabby's books. I met Joe Hill last month, and he went.
I did like Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep is good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay, so Dr. Sleep that counts as one, Jen. So you can't tamp that. You gotta. Okay, so we'll take Dr. Sleep.
But I still think my favorite was The Stand. I read The Stand. I do have like Pet Sematary and The Shining and stuff like that. I just haven't read them yet. The ones that I read, like the Langoliers.
Oh man, Pet Sematary
better than the movie, in my opinion. The book is
The Langoliers was a fucking horrible.
Heather says that was a weird movie. Book.
It was. There were like meatballs with teeth flying in the air trying to eat people.
Yeah,
that was filmed at Bangor Airport, though. I know where that is. I can bring you.
Yeah, you got flying meatball problem. You got a flying meatball problem.
Spaghetti.
I like the.
Where's
Mr.
the noodles?
What's that, Derek?
I said I like the Mr. Mercedes series. It's a really good one. It's a 3-part series, and it's a grim detective. Basically, he tried to solve a case a long time ago and couldn't get it, and then he retired. Well, the killer decided, no, you're not retiring. I'm not done messing with you. So it's a cat and mouse kind of thing with a serial killer called Mr. Mercedes.
Yeah.
That's
good. They call it Mr. Mercedes because he slaughtered a bunch of people using an old Mercedes by driving into a crowd of people.
At the work,
I don't think I have that one.
Convention at like 6 a.m. This girl holding her baby, and this guy just drove in and ran them all over and took off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And what I like about that is Stephen King actually based that on a news report he actually saw, and he wrote this whole story based on if somebody did that for real, with true intentions, and what that kind of person was like, and that kind of character. So, I later, after I read Mr. Mercedes, I liked that so much that I decided that I was going to do my own kind of version of that, and I took real life crime and made a crime horror story. So mine is called Elude, where a young boy is getting blamed for a murder that he didn't commit. So he's got to avoid not only the detectives, but he's got to avoid the real killer at the same time.
Oh, I love that. So you get a little bit of the crime going on.
Yeah.
So you guys focus, like Jen, like you say, you're kind of into the undead, but do you plan on ever like Do you want to stick to fiction, nonfiction, or your fiction, right? Nonfiction.
Fiction. Yeah, I'm actually horror fiction, horror
Yeah.
fiction.
That's your vibe, ain't it?
Yeah, that's my vibe. But I do wanna kind of maybe step into erotica, but I'm not sure. It would be under a pen name if I did.
Are you what are you working on now? I know you said you just finished step 1.
Kinky things. No. No, I'm actually working on 3 different books. I did jump genres and start a sci-fi book that I'm working on with, like, I don't know why I did this to myself, because now I also have to start researching the multiverse. I have to start researching quantum physics and stuff of that nature. Can two particles be in the same space at the same time, kind of a thing? And it's extremely, not only it's interesting and I'm learning a lot, but it's also hard to try and transfer it, because I'm not a scientist, I'm not a physicist, I'm not a quantum physics person. So being able to transfer it to where everybody can understand what I'm talking about, being able to, like,
that's hard to do.
Yeah, it's kind of like translating gibberish into something that everybody can understand.
It's not really your forte. It's not like you said. It's not like you're a science type of girl. So you're not like the molecules of the structure.
Yeah. So I have to. There's certain things I have to go back and research, because I'm like, okay, I'm dumb. I don't know what this means, So I go and research it, and I'm like, now I'm spending all this time researching instead of writing. So, but I am not. I'm not going to let it beat me. I'm going to do it, but I just want to do it justice and do it right. But I do have a paranormal.
I was going to ask you about that, if you're still pursuing the paranormal, because I know
I'm halfway through
a podcast where you're doing. You were actually at, like, Jerome, where you stayed the night at the hotel. I have. Which that one I haven't really gotten it. We didn't even get anything. But the point. The problem was that we couldn't even stay more than one night. So you're not going to get much at one.
Why couldn't you?
One night. Because I had to work, she had to work. It was lack of PTO and all this other stuff. But at some point, I do want to pick that back up, because I have equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
I know, right?
No,
they do.
I'd say 90%
the scientists make it up too.
Yeah.
But
that's what this goes, right?
It's called conjecture, right?
Right, exactly. They have some big fancy name for it. But the rest of us call it lying.
Yes.
Like I have the paranormal thriller coming out. That actually is starring a couple of people that are in my friends group right now where I work. My best friend's husband is the Detective James Brown. He is, and it's actually going to turn into a series. I'm halfway through that one. It's going to turn into a series that you can read each book. They're standalone books all within this series, kind of like the Jack Reacher.
Okay.
So you'll be able to read them out of order. There's no order to them. And then my third book that I am working on is another Zombie, but I have a special twist in there that I can't tell anybody yet.
You can tell me off camera.
I can't.
Manager.
I can't.
Oh, Jen,
I just told my publisher.
Oh shit! Okay.
And she was like, because she's like, oh, another zombie book, and I'm like, yeah, but it's not any zombie book.
Dun, dun, dun. I love the suspense.
It's this kind of zombie book, and she's like, ooh, I don't know if that's been done. I'm like, oh, sweet.
That's fucking cool. Oh, yeah. I love your inventiveness. You've always been pretty much ahead of the game and shit.
I don't know about that. Some call me crazy.
You ever suffer from writer's block? And if you do, how do you pass that?
I work on three books at the same time, so I don't ever suffer from writer's block. Yes, I'm working on 3 right now. I have 25,000 words in one, 5,000 words in the other one, and then the third one I have like just under 4,000. So if I come up stumped, I just moved to a different book. And then by the time I come back, I'm like, oh, duh, and then I keep writing.
I got a question for both of you. Start with Jen. Do you have a certain tunes? Let's have some fun ones here, some fun questions. Is there certain bands or music you listen to for inspiration? Country, Led Zeppelin, Beatles, something you put on, go maybe have a coffee and try to get pumped to write?
I think it depends on the scene. If I'm writing a nasty, like if I'm writing a really gory scene, God, I can't believe I'm going to admit this.
Pantera, Metallica.
It is definitely heavy metal. However, there also might be some ICP in there.
Juggalo. Yes, Fago. Oh, that's all right. It's Eminem even looked up to them at one point. So
listen, I lived an hour from them. They used to come to Toledo a lot. They, yes.
What is the Juggalo? Yeah. Fucked if I know. Oh man. Yeah.
Who's going chicken hunting?
Oh man, yes, I can. They like wrestling too. I love wrestling, so that's cool with me. I got my different.
I did like wrestling.
Hogan years.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's dope. Derek, what about you? What do you listen to for tunes, man? You guys have some kind of guilty pleasure.
Well, it depends on, like she said, the scene or the genre.
I like that.
So
that's a good answer.
With my fantasy, my epic fantasy, I always put on like, soundtracks, the classics, classical music or something along those lines, just enough to where it doesn't distract me, but it keeps me in the mood, keeps me going.
They're classy.
My horror,
unlike white trash over here.
Derek's eating grapes, drinking wine, and Jen's drinking Fago, fucking pounding.
Eating his bonbons while he.
To each their own, but like you said, that's different. You're not going to write something super. I mean, you obviously mix around. Right. That was your go-to. But I mean,
I listen to dubstep or heavy metal when I'm listening to my horror.
There you go.
And I only write horror at night. I only
thought of that.
Write at night.
Zombie erotica.
What's up, Jimmy?
Somebody's arms falling off, or they're getting jiggy with it.
It's only their arm that falls off during this.
Strongwolf, if you were in a zombie, it's right. He's a stuntman and a backup actor. Last broadcast, nice. Check it out.
Oh, cool.
Those are the Jen, do you look for inspiration for zombie movies? I went to Evans City, Pennsylvania, the Night of the Living Dead Cemetery. Coming to get you, Barbara. You looked at old shit like that?
I haven't watched too many. Honestly, I don't even remember when my love of zombies overtook my love. I was going through phases. When I was younger, I loved werewolves and vampires, and that was my shit for the longest time. And then I don't know.
He's all pumped up, yeah, buddy.
Something, not Angie too. Angie Barton.
What
her books are vampires and witches.
Oh, she's gonna send me some. She's gonna tell me that's
first of all, her Immortal Wounds book, which is the first one. Amazing. I haven't even had time to get to her second one yet, but I bought it. I got it. I'm gonna get to it. But it's just, I love her. Her world is just beautiful. And I loved the eccentric, the beauty, the Victorian, all that stuff. But then zombies came, and I'm like, I do really like the decimation of the earth a little bit more so than in the Victorian area. Less people. So
you guys are some morbid fuckers. Like the survivability aspect of the apocalypse stories. How are these people going to make it when they're at the worst that's ever been in their lives? This is when the shit hits the fan.
And now there's no law. And there's no law to keep them in check. And so now the real assholes
or protect them, because you have the roving bands of cannibals sometimes, or you at least
Well, kind of like what you both said at the beginning, and Jen said, it starts to become not so much about the zombies, but about each person. Do they backstab?
Yeah.
Do they rob? Does
Yeah.
this guy fuck this dude's wife? Do they go steal the last rations of food? Do these guys form an army? It's almost like the zombies are second
The
nature.
true nature, your true nature comes out when there's no laws. Your true nature, what stops you and what you feel is
of
right
course,
path.
the toughest guy wants to be the leader because he has some muscles, but then the smartest guy wants to be the leader because he's fucking brilliant.
Or the smartest guy doesn't want to be the leader and he needs to be.
That's it, too. He chooses not to because I'm not going to leave these fucking fools off fend for myself. You see? Oh, we're making a book right now, us three. We're a threesome book. Making a threesome book. Jen's into that goofy shit. We can write about this later with the ball game.
We're in a thruple. It's a thruple book.
That's it. Derek, safe word is thruffle. When you say thruffle, we'll let loose. We'll relax.
This poor guy.
So let's talk about some fun shit too. I like to go all over the place. Sorry if I'm losing viewers. You guys, I'm probably gaining some now, if anything. Here's a funny book: Zombie Whorehouse in Vegas. There's Dolly Parton.
Zombie brothel.
Oh my god, dude! Tubi's got crazy Christmas horror movies right now.
And the only thing that has lasted are the silicone boobs or the Brazilian butt lifts.
That's all left of Pam Anderson these days.
All that's left.
She's getting haggard. Jen, let's start with you. Give me a bucket list and a favorite destination. Any place that you've been that you love, you got to go, and place that you really got to go before you kick the bucket.
Place that I have to go is I want to go to Sicily to see my roots.
Pacelli, baby, Italian, yeah baby,
yeah,
Calabria, yeah.
And my place that I have been literally is where I'm at now is in Arizona. I've always wanted to be here. Wanted to retire here, and my husband made it happen. I wanted to be out here because it's warm. That's it.
You're simple. I love it. Just
I am. I'm very simple.
You're originally from the Midwest, Ohio, right?
Originally from Toledo, Ohio. If any of y'all know where that's at, it's literally the armpit of America. It's disgusting there, and it's cold as shit.
I'm right next door in Indiana.
Don't hold back, Jen.
I grew up right in Indiana, so we both moved out where the sun is in the summer year round. That's
I wish I would have done it sooner, but I love Arizona. I really it's sunny 95% of the time, and it cracks me up because meteorologists are still wrong, but they get paid to be wrong, I guess. But yeah, it's sunny 95% of the time. Literally, it's not a place where it's hot as shit, but you understand it and you know what time of day you can go outside, or
just
if
like
you
winter time in Indiana, you run from building to building
when
it's cold. Here, you run from building to building when it's hot.
And you stop walking outside. Once you move here, you definitely stop walking outside with no shoes on.
Oh.
Your feet will melt off.
How's the cuisine out there? How's the food compared to where you're from?
The Mexican food's amazing.
Yeah, it must be
fun. Mexican food's amazing. I hated Mexican food until I moved out here. It took me a year to actually start eating Mexican food.
Really?
Yes.
Like we're talking the real burrito, not KFC bullshit, Taco Bell bullshit. This is real burrito and enchilada.
Legit. Somebody's nani or whatever the heck they call them is in the kitchen making it for everybody in the restaurant. Hungry. What's that?
You're making me hungry.
I get the munchies now that I'm stoned.
Yeah. But the Mexican food's amazing.
Before we get to Derek, I want to say back to Italy. That's because your roots, correct? Because you
yes.
Blood. Yeah,
yep. My grandma's maiden name was Fortuna, and I'm third generation Sicilian, and really literally at my great grandmother's and great grandfather's family lines, that's where they stop. I would like to go back further. I want to go back to Sicily to find out, where exactly what was before my nonna and my nono, what is before them? I don't know.
Wow.
So, but I'm pretty sure it's because they were both adopted.
No way. That happened back then. So you're a historian of. I mean, obviously you're writing your zombie shit, but I like how you dig the history. And I gotta get all the. We still gotta go. I still gotta get into all your crafts. We're still got a lot of time to go. Sorry, but Derek, You, my brother, give me a bucket list and a fave. America and why? Some reasons. As I wear Jenn's fucking jewelry and fucking.
Well, like she said, I wanted to move where it was hot and summer around. So
hey, Maine's 15 degrees. That's not that bad. 15? Come on, guys.
Yeah, right. No, he was my neighbor. He was in the neighboring state. He had it just as bad.
Yeah.
Who?
Derek.
Oh,
he's from Indiana.
Oh, that's right. You were
my last year in Indiana. It was the last week of winter. It was -50 the whole week. This I am.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Don't miss it. If I had a place to go, I'd probably go to Australia. I'd like to visit Australia.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Minnesota is only 2 degrees tonight.
20. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 2 degrees.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't miss any of that. Nope. You can keep it.
I don't need seasons. If I want to see snow, I drive to it.
We drive a couple hours north of Flagstaff. Yep.
Okay.
We don't need it.
So that's true. Yeah. I mean, yeah. See, your state's not exactly a through state like Ohio, Indianapolis, Illinois. It's kind of, it's kind of like everybody just uses like a whore that's riding right through you. With Maine, it's a dead end state. Where you guys are, you're kind of South Coast. Because I drove to Iowa. I went all the way to Des Moines, Iowa to go to the axe murder house in Vasilla. And we stopped in Indianapolis and there's just nothing but cornfields, Ohio, fucking cornfields. I've never seen so much corn in my life.
And it's all the landscape is flat.
Yeah.
Flat. Here
not
you have
mountains. No, not many mountains. It's for sure. You guys are kind of in even the mountains down there and up here, but down Midwest as much. What about okay, how about Derek? You play host for a minute. You got a question for Jen and me? Give me one from both of us. Be gentle.
Right.
I've been drinking.
What inspired you both to actually start writing? Was there a particular person or a particular film or something that got you going?
Ladies first. I'm a gentleman.
I was doing the Book Asylum podcast long before it was the Written Undead at that time. Yes. I was doing that podcast for a couple of years. No, that's not true. Literally on my first day, I got threatened with bodily harm. I was trying to give you a nice story, but one of my favorite indie authors, his name is James D. Dean. He has 2 books out right now. Great name, right? James Dean. Who else? But he has two books out right now. He's working on the 3rd. He told me that if I didn't have at least 1 book out by the time he had his 3rd book out, that he'd hurt me. But the funny thing is, I have 4 books to his 3rd. He still hasn't put his 4th one or his 3rd one out there. I have 4 now.
You surpassed. Oh,
I did.
The student becomes the teacher, my friend.
Yes. But he really inspired me. Because him and I had talked, we were talking for like a year and a half before, maybe even 2 years before I actually started getting on the podcast and actually got to talk to him through the podcast, which was really awesome for me. I was like beat red. It was so weird. I was like, oh my God. Now I'm his unofficial stalker. But so him and we were talking and I sent him some writings and he's like, you need to write. And I'm like, I don't know. My first book got published on my 45th birthday. It was released on my 45th birthday. So it's one that I'll never forget. And I will hold dear for the rest of my life, but I wish I wouldn't have waited till I was 45. So if anything, I wish that I would have known earlier that I could have done this. Cause I thought you had to get published by the big guys. Yeah. And you'd have to have an agent. You'd have to send it, and you have to do this, and then come to find out. Come to find out, you don't have to.
That's my answer. I thought you had to be a fucking. I'm going to cut you off, but I thought it was a.
No, you didn't.
And then I started seeing people like me doing it. I go, what the fuck? Anybody can write a book?
Yes.
Not to be like, whatever. I'm not undermining you.
Some should not, but you can.
You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm like, Jen, I go, I thought you needed a big sponsor.
No.
I thought you needed the curtains to drop for you.
Yeah, no, when I found that out, I was like, oh shit, I'm on my way. Got myself a laptop and clickety-clack. Yeah, 4 books in 2 years.
You're 45, so 5 years from now, because you're not even 40 yet, are you? There's no fucking way. What are you, like 36? Get the fuck out of here, Jen. No lying on my show, Jen. I don't mind.
I just turned 47.
Okay, Jen. And I'm fucking 940. But anyway.
I did. That's the wonderful thing about those balms.
I was gonna say, good plug. Don't forget, guys, you guys can order your own too. I know I got them free. I'm the man, but you guys aren't. Just kidding. You guys are the men too, and the girls. Look at that. God, if it's gonna be for my girl for Christmas, don't tell her. She's probably watching downstairs. Moon face. Check this out.
Yeah, that's the moon face one. Pull it out. It's a little round. It looks like, yep, got 2 little moon faces in it. But yeah.
Oh my God.
Smells. That's the goddess scent that I came up with.
Derek, so you don't make your own soap, do you?
No.
No, I'm
yes,
just kidding.
George. Gen X. 100% Gen X.
I don't know. What did he say?
He said, Gen X, baby. I said, yes, sir.
He's all, George, the first time I had you on my show, that was it. George went out. He's like, she's a great author. And I think he's bought every book and everything else. George's a big supporter.
I know. He's just been so super supportive. He's just an amazing guy.
I'll start buying Derek shit now since Derek's smiling on the show. You watch Derek. I'm not trying to be like
actually, George, if you like mine, you're going to love Derek's. You really will.
Yeah.
His is more, you've got zombies and fantasy, right, Derek?
Epic fantasy and horror, but mine are more of serial killer, demon, occult writing.
See, I think, that's right up George's alley right there.
And Thomas Patrick loves serial killers, real life. H.H. Holmes, Ed Gein, all that shit. You'll love all that. I mean,
love H.H. Holmes.
Don't let them fool you guys. Jen and Derek are not Satan worshippers that I know of.
I just wrote a short story based on what happened to Holmes after he died and went to hell. He came back.
Oh.
Now Holmes is a demon working for hell.
Oh, that's hilarious.
In New Hampshire, I got a brick from his foundation. I went to go to Eden, Pennsylvania, where he's buried. I saw his gravesite. Yeah. Oh my fucking God, I got a boner for H.H. Holmes. He's America's first. They thought he was Jack the Ripper. Are you kidding me, Derek?
He's a very notorious. That would be an awesome.
He built a whole hotel just to murder people.
Yes, yes, he did.
And that show's based on it. This is a show Heather likes. American Horror Story. The hotel scene is based off in Chicago during the World's Fair. Oh, you guys know your shit. See, you guys, you write about shit, but you have a lot of truth behind your inspiration.
All we need is a spark.
Zombies aren't exactly, dude. Old school Jamaican cults made zombies and shit. These voodoo priests.
Yeah, they're for real.
It's a real
thing. One of my paranormal thriller that I'm writing right now. that was sparked off of one road name, a street sign, literally.
What is it? Do tell. You got to tell.
In Eloy, I think it's in Eloy. It's kind of like country-ish. Just north of where I'm at. I regularly have to drive to Florence. And on my way to Florence, there's this one road that I pass, and I just happened to see the name of the road, and it was Cornman, Cornman. Cornman.
That's a freaky little name. Children of the Corn.
Exactly. So that's where all the shit happens in this book.
Though? You see how things just like authors. I think it's just we all have that in us. It's just if you decide to write it, because writing could be a task. Well, even if you're typing, I'm actually doing pen to notebook. I'm doing pencil. I want it old school. I want it H.P. Lovecraft style.
Oh, you want carpal tunnel?
But well, it's my first one. So after that, I'll probably start typing. If I even continue, it's fucking hard, dude, because I start looking back and I'm like, what an idiot. No one's going to want to read this. I really am my own critic. So not to go back on me.
Yes.
What?
Exactly.
Shut that inner critic off. Just write.
It's called imposter syndrome. We all have it, and you need to shut her the fuck up.
That's that little voice going, and no one likes that. You suck.
Yes.
Adam, let me ask you this. Before you started this podcast, there was a voice inside you saying, nobody's going to want to listen to me. Why would I do this? You know, when we're not
look where you're at now.
Let alone
Well,
5 seasons. It's the same thing. You just got to push past it. You can't listen to it. Just do it. And, you know, let reality happen.
Don't expect your first draft to be perfect. That's why you have editors. That's why you have friends look over and read it so that they can sit there and be like, hey, you missed a spot here. Yeah.
And I take criticism with, and even in my shows, like even Heather goes, you need to like not drink as much. Towards the end of your show, you get a little belligerent. Like now, but I said, well, all right. I try to slow it down. So I get it. So I take criticism.
This is Adam slowing down.
Really cool.
Of course you did, Ben. Of course you did, Ben.
A little bit of everything. I tell you.
He's like me.
He is. Heather, if you are watching it, I think you're downstairs. I can hear you doing shit. Try to get the link. He wants Derek's link. I'll send it to you after. George wants to take Derek out, and he'll be your biggest fucking cheerleader. George is
I have a website. If you want to just go to authorderekbarton.blog, it's real simple.
There you go.
BLOG? Blog?
BLOG, yeah.
Okay.
It's got all my books. It's got, I have a list of my characters. I have some chapter excerpts. I have, I usually do 1 or 2 blogs a month, and I usually try to put new content on there, just rough drafts for people to read. Give me some more.
You get to write full time, right, Derek?
No.
No? Oh, yeah, no, that's right. You do work. You have a pay bills job.
Yep, I got a family of 5.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
I do too, but 3 of them are dogs.
Author Dustin Grammer.
My 2 adult children have left the house, so now it's just my 9-year-old. But it's still, you know, you still got to help out, and
you do.
I've got grandchildren to help, you know.
Yep, I have a 3-year-old grandson. I've just come into that world of being a Nona myself, so I'm just like, yeah, I spend so much money on that kid.
I'm gonna plug a little shit here. This is all you guys can get.
I'm gonna tell you right now that anybody who uses it has absolutely loved it. I use it. I use it for a lot of different things. That is not just for pain. It's also for like I use it under my eyes if I feel my skin feels really dry or anything. It's coconut, shea butter, vitamin E, and essential oils. It's literally pretty much all it is. Oh, and beeswax. Beeswax.
That's what I mean. It's all, and I'm not trying to jump into it, but I gotta plug you. Girl,
don't forget up here. Don't forget up here.
Oh, I go bald thanks to my old man, so I just shave it off Michael Jordan style. Look at this. We got a blue one. Remember I showed you a purple one earlier? It's not just sun and moon. Like even this right here is a nice chocolate bar with a fucking 80s porno mustache on it.
Yeah. And that smells like Snickers coffee.
That's perfect. And you as soon as you open it up, it goes bow chicka wow wow. So what I gotta ask you this, and I was asking, I'm glad I just pulled this out. You see how fucking things work? What is this?
Argan is a base. So it's
like a gelatin.
It's like goat milk.
God damn. Fancy bar. I got a lot of this. Heather and I are splitting it up. Not gonna lie, we're gonna actually give to to her daughter for Christmas. Not gonna lie. Thank you for the presents.
Definitely. Definitely.
But I do use stickers and shit for the convention next year that I want to get you guys to, if not the year after. The guys got the Augusta Civic Center booked for the next until 2029.
Oh,
and
wow.
Jeff is one of my clients, and he would love to get you talk with Jeff about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not this coming September on my birthday. We're going to do it every September. I got to get you guys up here. Anyway,
what day is your birthday in September?
September 6th, baby. Same day as Roger Waters from Pink Floyd. Huh?
I'm September 18th.
Okay. King's right up there. I think he's the 20th.
16th.
You're 16th. See, I should have known that. I'm a fucking idiot. You're a Virgo like me. So that's good.
That's my dad's birthday, September 16th.
What is it, 16th?
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's the 16th. It's near there, but
that's cool. A lot of good people in September.
I was born, get this, I was born the exact day that Jimi Hendrix died.
Oh,
September 18th, 1970. My dad said it was a bad trade.
Oh no! No. I see your dad being a bad villain in one of your books. After actually, your dad writes too, doesn't he, Derek? Didn't he just write with you? Co-write? Did your dad just co-write with you?
He's got 3 books of his own now out. He just released a new one this month as well. It's called the Glades County Nightmare. So it's based on so think Predator in the 1920s.
Why am I drawn to
a UFO crashes into a jungle near a small town.
God, I love you, sick minds. Jenn's one of the leaders in this fucking. Oh, speaking of leaders and sick minds, Enchantress Samaya, she's a beautiful mind. She's got the spiritual ship, but she's very much into the dark arts. Which
I definitely need to get a hold of her. I saw some of her stuff on Facebook, and I definitely need to message her. Samaya, I will be messaging you.
She's a client too. She's part of the family with you, Jenn. You're a client like her, so, and Derek will be hopefully soon too. So you're all in the family.
This month,
I've heard that too, Ben. I've heard that.
Ben just joined. Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that. First of all, I would say, I think it's cheating.
AI to write books.
Yeah, I mean, I understand needing it to make something sound better, or I know there's a better way to say, adjusting a sentence. Something doesn't sound right, but having it write your whole book like some people are doing, it's not fair.
Here's my example of how I used it once. I was struggling with a kidnapping scene and figuring out, I'm not a kidnapper. I have no idea how would you go about it, So I thought, well, I'll just ask ChatGPT to see if that works, Right. So I said, ChatGPT, give me 20 scenarios for a kidnapping, and immediately flagged and put up an error message saying, this is an illegal activity. We cannot give you an. I'm like,
I was just going to say, you're going to get someone's attention.
So I rewrote it as, if you were writing a story for a living,
oh my God.
And then it gave me 20 scenarios.
We're always on the list, though. It doesn't matter because we're always looking up.
They already know us. So
I've probably been on the list for like 10 years.
Use AI to write my story, as far as to write out this stuff. To me, what's the point of that? Because I'm writing for me. I'm writing, I want to express it. I want to tell it my own way. And I'm not going to have some computer tell me or tell my story and then put my name on it. There's no point to it.
It's
no point at all.
It's like Jenn said, like it's one thing, like you said, for a reference or a question, but to be like, hey, write me a story, you might as well just lip sync a song like Vanilla.
To me, it's kind of like I mean, it's right along the line of ghostwriting. Right. Thank you. I'm excited. It's kind of like on the same lines of ghostwriting, and I don't know how ghostwriters work. People that use ghostwriters to write their books for them. I don't know how they work, but it seems like that's what AI would be.
You know the name Maria Lanza?
No.
She writes a lot of apocalyptic horror. She just recently put out one called The Colony. Mm-hmm. She's a ghostwriter. She does that, for a living. And so people approach her with their ideas and ask her to write it, and then they put their name on it. But
okay, so it is AI. It's just AI in computer form, or she's AI in human
You're
form.
singing someone else's songs and getting the credit for it. Oh, I love the song you wrote. Well, I didn't write it. I just sang it. They wrote it, but they don't get no credit, right?
Right. Yeah. I don't
for someone.
I mean, it works because it gets someone some extra income, but I don't like that idea.
I couldn't personally do it because I'd like to have my name out there, anything I write. But if you're going to do it as a business, and if you go into it with that understanding that you're going to have a contract, I don't see a problem with it.
I agree.
I think a lot of nonfiction is written in ghostwriting style. I don't think there's a lot of nonfiction, as far as regular fiction, but I think a lot of nonfiction is written in ghostwriting style. So I want to teach people how to do A and B. Can you help me write this? And that's how a lot of ghostwriting does take place. I'm not an expert on it, but that's my limited knowledge of it.
What's the kind of unwritten rule, ain't it? Or should be.
What's the point? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
What is bathing later, washing my balls with some orange soap? Yes. avocado.
Nice visual.
Citrusy, fresh.
I'm so excited.
I'm poking my mind's eye out right now. Thank you.
This went off the rails. Like Heather says, once I drink, it's on, but whatever. People didn't like it. They wouldn't tune in. I got 12 people watching. There must be something I'm doing right. Either I'm getting
right.
We're at the time. Let's go a little bit over just because we're having fun. Is there anything I left out, though, Derek? Anything you want to ask or anything we think? We can always come back in a little bit. We actually have a client free-for-all next week, Jen, if you're invited. The day after Christmas. If you want to jump on.
I'll be home. I'll be here.
Yeah, come on here. We'll talk about Christmas. That's next Thursday. But for now, anything you guys can think of?
Maya says, don't forget to wash your balls.
I knew you get a kick out of that. I knew you like that. And speaking of balls, like the opposite, Cherry Rose. This is, dude.
Oh, that's literally the rose one.
And it literally smells. It literally smells like it looks. I mean, and I get this in and I bring it into my house. I go, my whole car. I went all the way to Heather's. I go, my whole car smells like a beauty parlor.
Cars never smelled so good.
Oh no. I get that. I didn't pay a dime. And Jen, your signed book. I can't even thank you enough for being so supportive of me. You say I'm supportive of you. It goes both ways, girl. You know that.
Yes.
I was wondering when you said that. Oh, thanks, Samaya. I appreciate it. I'm glad it's going to go on YouTube.
Me and her are going to get along real well.
But at the same time, I met her at all the Warren cons. She had penis and vagina candles, and she was selling these.
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Me and Heather went over, and then she signed with me. It's been a year, and like I said, we're going to keep beating the horse. Derek's coming over soon to the dark side with us.
Yes, he will.
Jen, before we go, Derek, before we go, both of you, start with Jen. Where do you see yourself at this time next year? More conventions, more books, more products? What?
I'm definitely going to have more conventions. I've already got 2 scheduled for next year, and actually this year I only wanted the one and I ended up doing a second one. So I already surpassed my goal of 1 for 2024. I'm going to definitely try in 2025 and surpass my goal and do at least 4.
I'm getting you to the East Coast, whether it's Salem or Maine, because Thomas runs Salem, Connecticut. Jeff runs Maine. We're getting you to the East Coast. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, I definitely would love to get out that way. That would be awesome. But and also just getting within the first 6 months, I am definitely going to have at least 1 more book done.
Okay.
So I've been working really hard on getting this. I would love to have the paranormal thriller done by the end of the year.
Okay.
But that's literally, 10, 11, 12 days away.
Wow, it's
I don't know.
Tomorrow? Oh, my God.
I don't know if I can write 25,000 words in that time, but hey, we can try for it.
You still doing shopping for the holidays and shit? You still running around?
No, I don't do that.
Do that stupid shit? I don't.
No. I am the prize. I am the present. You're welcome.
But, well, cool. Well, okay. So real quick, all that shit, you got to let me know. I keep notebooks for my clients. Please, not tonight. Obviously, I'm buzzed, but this weekend, let me know the events you have. I want to write those down for you so you also know.
Yeah, sure.
And I can keep you reminded. I'll look for more podcasts for you. I want to get you to more events. I hope you are happy with what I'm doing. I know you've been only around for a little bit, but yeah, I appreciate what you do. And I appreciate you like sharing, being like, sign with Adam. Like you really push me. And that fucking means a lot, girl. I appreciate you.
Good.
So,
I hope so. And I want to see us all succeed. So
that's what happens. Like when people, if you push them to watch my show, that pushes me to promote you, which in turn pushes you to, I mean, anyway. So you get it, which is why
I do 100%.
Derek, where do you see yourself next year, brother?
I just want to say, Jen, I'm very proud of you because I met you when you just published your first book. So the fact that you got 2 more after and soon to another one, very proud of you. So
thank you. You're not supposed to make me cry.
Oh, well, dude, you deserve a pat on the back. You pat us on me else on the back.
Hey, him washing his balls made me cry. So
no, that's gonna make the episode that you watch.
That's a nightmare. That's something totally different.
That's why I get suspended without pay for a week at work. They go, your mouth. I go, oh, come on, guys. I'm kidding. Oh boy.
You guys act like that's the funny part. People act like they don't know you. It's like you've met me.
I've been there for a year and a half. You don't know. You've never met. Hi, my name's Adam. Nice to meet you.
Exactly.
What do you want me to say?
I have a big mouth. I say whatever is on my mind. If you haven't figured that out yet.
Well, people like honesty. Wasn't that like an important?
There was a time.
Or is it now it's just sugar coated? Like, well, I don't look fat in this dress, do I? No, you look fat naked. Oh my God! Jesus Christ.
Not to get political, but we're certainly not having leaders with known for their honesty. So
no, man. I'm not really a jerk. I'm like, dude, you're the biggest prick I know, you fucking asshole. Oh my God. Well, rude to you. What, for being honest? Suck it. Oh,
exactly. Yeah, no, this isn't the 80s anymore. You can't be honest.
So,
Night, George.
Derek, do you see yourself doing conventions, my brother? More books?
I actually have an event coming up in January.
What's that?
I have an event coming up in January, a book signing. Okay. It's local though. It's in Phoenix.
That's fine.
So. But yeah, I'm going to be working more on online presence with Book Talk, trying to get myself more connected with readers. Right now, I'm kind of in between books. I just released my last one, so I've got.
You guys just put them right out. You guys don't even fucking take time off. That's not trying to cut you off there.
Characters up here won't let me. They keep knocking at the door until they get.
Your brain does not shut off like a normal person.
I guess I haven't found that.
They sit there and they're like, "Okay, bitch, we're ready to go."
Real quick, to Angry Eagle. I started following them on Facebook. Angry Eagle Publishing. Go ahead, Derek. I cut you off, but go ahead. So you see yourself doing more books, getting out there more, possibly maybe some more podcasts.
I'd love to.
Sky's the limit, right?
Yeah. So I see myself doing more online presence this year than anything.
You sign with me, I'll whore you out. I'll get you on some shit. Diego and them, they reach different platforms. The thing is, I got clients that are in California, that are in Canada, that are in, so it's all across the fucking globe, I think, which is good. We're all little publicist whores. We all just share each other's shit. It's a fam, dude.
Well, yeah, because you got that podcast in Japan, don't you?
I actually, they sent me some. I got some rocks coming in, some minerals. They're both in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, they want to sign with me too. I go, fuck, that's Japan. Some guy in UK hit me up, and then I got Marlon Taylor, who played. Marlon Taylor was the black kid in the Losers Club, the original It.
I love when he comes on. I love it when he comes on. He is so much fun. He is.
So why not, man? I mean, life's fun. I never thought I'd be doing this stuff. Like Jen says, it's just like go for it. Worst to worst, it doesn't work, and you go next, right?
Exactly. That's what I tried to tell my husband, especially when he was doing the scratch boards, and he was like, "Man, these look like a kid did them," and I'm like,
what?
"No, they don't."
I thought you guys bought those and you're reselling them. I didn't know he did them. Holy
no,
fuck.
He does. Yeah, no, he sits down and personally does every single one, and even if he does 2 Freddies that are the same picture, they are not exactly the same. Different scratches in different places.
That's a rare talent.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Off air, I want to work with you on helping you finish your book. I can get you there, man.
Yeah, just let either one of us know.
Really?
Yeah,
because I'm like, man, I can't even call myself
an outline. You really need an outline to know where you're going. It's like a roadmap. You got to know where you're driving. So
hit me up
when I'm sober. You're there for me, right?
Yeah, just hit me up when I'm sober. I'm going to do a fireball shot to this. You're not going to want to talk to me tonight. You might want to, actually. Just don't keep it serious.
Oh, I'm messaging you. Tell Heather to stay out of the chat.
Me and Heather are going to go watch a Krampus movie downstairs. Eat some tinsel. We're going to go till 8:15, so 3 more minutes. Let's have some fun. Let's see. This will be up on the YouTube channel, Historically Haunted. I got about 400 subscribers. Please subscribe if you don't. All my episodes are there, all the past. Dustin Perry, fucking Walter Fellin, who played Dr. Satan in Rob Zombie's movies. All those interviews are all up there. You guys will be up there too.
Jen, what's your favorite horror movie?
Oh,
mine?
Yeah.
I have to pick one?
Yes.
Top 3.
Shit.
Top 3 in no order. Top 3 in no order.
Well, Alien, the whole franchise.
You said Freddy, so that must be up there. You must like Krueger.
I do, but he doesn't scare me anymore. It's like when it first came out. Now it's more like my kids laugh. When they watched it the first time, they thought it was a joke. They thought it was a parody. I was like, no, this used to be scary.
When he pisses fire in the fucking junkyard and opens up the earth and he's,
Yeah. Or when his arms stretch out like this across the alleyway and he scratches along. I'm like, what the fuck?
And then he laughs the whole time, so it is like a comedy.
Yeah. It's like, and he makes one-liners. What kind of horror icon is going to sit there and make this fucking guy, apparently?
Legend.
I do like the Freddy franchise, but I really love the Alien and Predator franchise,
Okay.
and
The first two are
I am
amazing.
absolutely in love with the Valak franchise, The Nun, all of the Conjuring.
Loosely based on a true story. The Valak
Yes.
is a real. It's that's Hollywood.
Oh yeah, no, it's a real demon. It's a goetic demon. I've
movie, but that's a real story ish.
done my research. I actually am pagan, so I have looked into all of that stuff, and I knew about Valak a while ago. But Valak is one of the 72 goetic demons, and it's definitely a real thing. And there's certain, of course, there's a lot of stuff that is Hollywoodized. They made it for Hollywood. But yeah,
real quick, how you looked real quick, how you looked at that picture. That was kind of like your stoic, like pagan look, right, with the black makeup and the.
That's so crazy. That's actually Norse pagan. Norse.
Oh, like the Viking lore, right?
Yeah, that's Norse. Because I identify with that too. But I because I'm so multinational, I'm a
cool.
nut.
Like, who's that chick? I'm like, oh, she's a fucking Viking. But
yeah, that was Halloween because I was doing tarot readings at my friend's shop in Toledo.
Jesus Christ, Derek, imagine getting tarot cards read from you from a chick like that on Halloween. You're pissing my pants. Anyway.
People loved it. You should have seen my dress. I even had it all poofy and everything. I wore a dress.
Oh my God, the world is coming to an end.
Yeah, pigs were flying that day. Hell froze over. The whole 10.
Fuck. So horror movie. Give me you gotta be Exorcist or something. No, that's still scary.
I liked it. It wasn't one of my favorites, but literally,
You're hard to scare. I can tell.
I'm hard for anything. I do not cry at movies.
Yeah,
my
rely a lot nowadays on scare tactics or jump scares.
My
favorite.
My friends.
That's kind of cheese, ain't it? Anybody can jump out in the dark alley and go boo, and of course it's gonna scare you. It's instinct, right?
Yeah, my friends actually. I've had people try and throw movies at me that are like, "Oh, this will make you cry. This will make you scared." And I'm like, I raised 3 teenagers at the same time. One was a boy. None of you can scare me. I've been through boot camp, boo. I've been through boot camp.
Where's your Academy Award for that performance?
I don't get one. That's the problem. None of us mothers get one. And my mother-in-law raised 2 sons. I'd have shot myself.
Derek, you had 5, so you ain't no fucking better. What's your horror movie, brother? Give me your horror movie for, say, Stephen King. Derek.
Oh, I said The Shining is my favorite.
Well, besides King.
Oh, besides King?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, real quick. You remember the original Alien? Remember when he took his tongue out as Sigourney Weaver?
Mm-hmm.
I had him on my show, Carl Toop from UK. I
Did
want him
you?
to fly with me. He's on one of my shows. You can go back my past episode. He said if he ever comes to America, he'll work with me and give me 10%. So
I'm definitely gonna have to watch that one.
But Carl Toop, I talked to him. He's the guy that played Alien, dude. I go, what's it like to put your tongue on a Sigourney? That was dope. But yeah, I talked to Carl Toop. I'm friends with him on Facebook. Check him out. Anyway, go ahead, Derek. Give me something that's not King. Yeah. I know. I like to watch King. But.
Yeah, I'm the same way. A lot of the horror I watch is.
Oh, John, Silent Hill's based on a story that's real.
Oh, that's a good one. Silent Hill is a good one.
Isn't that when the ground eases up in Pennsylvania or something? Smoke comes out or something?
Mm-hmm.
I forget.
There's an underground mine that's on fire that won't stop.
That's what it is.
And it has been on fire for like a long ass time, right?
38 years or something. Isn't that what Silent Hill's kind of based? Because the smoke's always coming out.
Yeah, that's the ash that keeps falling down.
Fucking world is weird. World is fucking weird. All right, 2 more minutes.
Shit, I guess if you really want to scare me, it has to be something that is legit, like EMP-ish, I guess. That would probably frighten me. Something more realistic.
Like
huh?
EMP, is that ambulance people? What is EMP?
No. EMP is electromagnetic pulse. That's something that goes off before a nuclear bomb or you can set off an EMP, boom.
Like when plates
And
move and shit, like shift.
no, it kills. What it does is it kills all the electronics. That's where I would have a
Right.
problem, because there goes your fridge, there goes all the electricity. Your
Everything.
car is shot. Anything newer than
95% of humans rely on that. Only
yeah,
some things
we
are-
rely
some
on
things
electricity a lot. So anything that might be more realistic, I would probably shit myself. And I like every time I watch something, like when they did Civil War, that movie that came out, Civil War.
Yep.
Um
Yep.
that was, it had oh, what was her damn name? Kirsten Dunst. And she was
Yep.
it was more about the media than anything
Interview
else.
with a vampire chick, that's right.
Yeah, Interview with the Vampire Chick. It was more about the media than anything else. But that movie, kind of movies like that get my prepper brain going, and I
I was gonna
start
say, you need the
having to.
apocalypse type where your back's against the wall, like The Mist, Stephen King's The Mist,
Yes.
from the grocery store, and it's like, that's not
Yes.
The Mist. Like,
Yes.
what the fuck?
I loved The Mist. I
Because
did
there's
love The Mist.
all you know about cops and military, all that doesn't matter anymore.
It
And it's like,
doesn't.
where the fuck is my protection?
There is no help.
Then it's like that's only that could really fucking happen, man. You better have
Yeah.
like I literally live in a little trailer up in this place where I live is like 1,200 people. There's no red light at all in the middle of Maine. I live by Appalachia, 25 minutes from Canada, and every single door and window by my house has got a machete or a baseball bat by it, and I know exactly where it is because I'm fucking smart like that. And do I expect 95 people jumping in my house? No, but one of them does. He's gonna be missing an arm after. You know what? Better safe than sorry.
Exactly. And that's I turn into major prepper, and I start like, oh my God, we need to buy. There was one point where I bought like 20 gallons of water.
God forbid, right? But what's the old saying? Better safe than sorry. What's it cost? $20? You already have it anyway. Fucking
yep.
Man. It's
my
Pokemon
dogs ended up
real
drinking it, but
go.
but yeah, that was those movies where it gets my prepper brain going. Those ones scare me, and they scare me kind of into action.
Yes, you feel your blood pressure start going up. You're like, what if?
Yeah. Red Dawn.
What if it was like
Red Dawn?
Yes, right.
The first one, not the remake.
Oh my God, no, the first one, of course. Like
Jen doesn't do right.
No, you can't be a real zombie. Those don't exist. This can't be really missed. This isn't really happening. Well, it fucking is. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? Pray to your God? What are you gonna do? Think about that shit, guys. And I'm not trying to scare everybody out there. Happy holidays, by the way. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. Go
but,
prep.
I mean, this is the last show before Christmas, but it pays to be somewhat not naive.
Ready?
Is that fair? And sometimes nonfiction, fiction, it kind of ties in. I'm sorry, but
well, my publisher, she writes books. The woman who owns Angry Eagle Publishing, she writes. Her name is DJ Cooper. She writes.
DJ, and
yes, she writes a ton of books, and a lot of her stuff that she puts in there a lot of it happens because of an EMP. It happens because of a natural disaster, something like that. But she puts in tried and true. Back to the Stone Age, pretty much. She puts in a lot of actual things that you can do, how you can refrigerate things. She puts in how, to make hot showers, heaters, and stuff like that. Excuse me. She puts that stuff in her books, and it's actual prepper stuff that you might need to know.
It's kind of fun to have. Worst to worst, you die and go, whoops! I left a bunch of leftovers. Whoopsie fucking do. You're not,
right.
All right, we gotta get going. They gotta kick me out. I got all your shit. Guys, go buy her shit. The fucking everything smells great. Her book series is great. Derek's got great shit. Go check him out. He's gonna be part of the agency soon. Jen, we'll see you next week for the free for all next Thursday.
Absolutely.
I can bug you more. Derek, we'll get you on soon. When you sign with the agency, you get another free spot on the show. So fucking sign with us soon. And you'll sponsor the show for a couple of weeks. We'll get you on there. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you, John. John beat cancer up there in Seattle, Washington. Long time listener.
Oh, congratulations, John. That's amazing.
Yes, he'll love all your shit. He loves everybody. He watches almost every week. Him and his wife, Linda. Love you guys so much. Real quick, Outlander Viking, of course. Good night, Jen. You're the best, of course. Derek, thank you so much for coming on as co-host, Derek. You've done double duty in the last month. We'll talk to you soon, Derek. Jen, we'll see you next week, guys. For historically haunted booking, right?
Absolutely. Hey, Brandon.
Historical London Booking Agency. I appreciate you guys for respecting me. Love you. Historical London VODCAST. Thank you so much.